If anyone on the verge of action should judge himself according to the outcome, he would never begin. To cheat oneself out of love is the most terrible deception. It is an eternal loss for which there is no reparation, either in time or in eternity. The proud person always wants to do the right thing, the great thing, but because he wants to do it in his own strength, he is fighting not with man, but with God. The highest and most beautiful things in life are not to be heard about, nor read about, nor seen, but, if one will, are to be lived. It is so hard to believe because it is so hard to obey. How absurd men are. They never use the liberties they have. They demand those they do not have. They have freedom of thought. They demand freedom of speech. Listen to the cry of a woman in labor at the hour of giving birth. Look at the dying man's struggle at his last extremity, and then tell me whether something that begins and ends thus could be intended for enjoyment. I feel as if I were a piece in a game of chess when my opponent says of it, that piece cannot be moved. The thing is to understand myself. The thing is to find a truth which is true for me, to find the idea for which I can live and die. That is what I now recognize as the most important thing. If you want to be loathsome to God, just run with the herd. Your own tactic is to train yourself in the art of becoming enigmatic to everybody. Suppose there was no one who troubled himself to guess your riddle. What joy then would you have in it? Adversity draws men together and produces beauty and harmony in life's relationships, just as the cold of winter produces ice flowers on the window panes, which vanish with the warmth. It belongs to the imperfection of everything human that man can only attain his desire by passing through its opposite. With every increase in the degree of consciousness, and in proportion to that increase, the intensity of despair increases. The more consciousness, the more intense the despair. My time I divide as follows: the one half I sleep, the other half I dream. I never dream when I sleep. That would be a shame, because to sleep is the height of genius. Life can only be understood going backward, but must be lived going forward. Seducing a girl is no art, but it needs a stroke of good fortune to find one worth seducing. Boredom is the root of all evil. It is very curious that boredom, which itself has such a calm and sedate nature, can have such a capacity to initiate motion. The effect that boredom brings about is absolutely magical, but this effect is one not of attraction, but of repulsion. When you are one of several, then you have lost your freedom. You cannot send for your traveling boots whenever you wish. You cannot move aimlessly about in the world. I opened my eyes and saw reality, at which I began to laugh, and since then I have not stopped laughing. No one shall be forgotten who was great in this world, but everyone was great in his own way, and everyone in proportion to the greatness of what he loved.